Dear Tom, I just really wanted to say, you've been a good mate to me. Let's let bygones be bygones, yeah? Stop acting like a mental butthead, or should I say, bothead. Bothead. Got a little something that, I think you should probably have, well, here. This is something I've got to tell you. Something a friend of mine once told me, sort of story. And hopefully you can listen to the story and learn from the story as well. Okay, so here we go, Tom. Have a listen to this. Why, when Moon has $10 in his back, does he decide that money means nothing and air is the only thing that matters? He told me that he would be slipping the drive out back, grabbing a couple of apes. But then I looked inside his gob. His lies flying about in his blood vessels. His response was to explode in a huge ball of noise and explosions, and rifle shells and horses' legs. He then crawled back to me with his lips gibbering all over the shop, and said, "My lips are gibbering all over the shops. Would you like to go to the shops?" I said, "Shops don't need me, and I don't need shops." I said he should shut his mouth, put on some clothes, and then follow me to the shops. Once at the shop, Moon started trying to steal. "Moon, don't steal." I told him, "Hey man, why steal? You're only stealing from yourself when you boil it all down." At which point his skin actually started boiling, so I dipped him in a vat of vegetable oil until he died. You taking this in? Moon then came over and said, "Hey man, if life is not cables and wires, why does George Bush want to kill all men?" I had no answer, which he spoke truth. Apart from the lies that he said, all of which were lies, I could deny nothing. I had two choices: get out my gun and start making bucks, or steal bucks that weren't my bucks. The bucks belonged to the people I was taking the bucks from. I naturally opted for the latter, and Tony Petty flew past on a train, leaning out of the window, screaming, "Bacon and eggs. My life is about the bacon, and also the eggs." I knew the latter was the option to grab. The first buck I stole belonged to a homeless man. He was riding about on a motorbike and looked like a real bass guitar, so I stole his bucks. But then it struck me, if I have bucks, why not buy some bucks? And where do you buy bucks? Banks. I went to the bank and said, "Listen guys, I'll be frank." I was cut off by a member of staff shouting out a joke, but I'm frank. I instantly shot him dead, at which point I was led into the bucks room. Whoa. "I'll give you $1 million for your $1. Just please give me bucks. It's my job to make the bucks," and my boss said, "No more bucks, then no more bucks in your paycheck, you fucking wanker." He actually called me a wanker. "So please give me your bucks," he said. I gave him the bucks, took the $1 million, died, got back up, and then said, "Could I ask the audience?" The whole bank erupted into laughter and lava, and I was able to ride out on the crowd, who hoisted me above them cheering and throwing roses at me. I was showered in compliments. Yeah, that's good. Yep, right there. I like what he did right there, I liked it. He knows. Very, very good gag. What a great dude. They're the sort of things that they're saying to me. I took one look at the bank manager and spat on his shirt. He high-fived me, burst into flames, and flew off into the sky playing a bass riff. And the moral of the story, Tom, is never judge a shit by its wankies. Have you been listening to me? I didn't get where I am today by not listening to the story. I listened to the story,